a crazy day, crazy times. Just so many questions about directors. So I decided to go Facebook Live on Sunday to answer a couple questions. So many people have messaged me asking to explain directory for the homeowners, what homeowners get. So I have about 10 questions here. I'm gonna answer them as we go. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know and I will explain it. Again, this is all for you just because so many questions. I don't want to wait until Monday and just sitting here in my basement working anyway. So the first question, all of these questions, by the way, are on directory.com. So if you go to directory.com, you can read it. It's about 10 questions we published. If you guys have more questions, just ask and I'll try to cover them during this live as well. So number one, what if there's no available contractors from directory in my area? Obviously it will be happening a lot, especially in the beginning. One thing about directory, and this is my promise, I'm going on the record with it, we will never ever will be lead generation company. So our job is not to control the traffic, not to control leads. We don't want to sell it. I will never, this is my right hand right here, I will never ever sell leads to the contractors. Like, that's not my business model. I think it's greedy. I don't think it's ethical to sell private information. So our business model is very simple. We are search-based business. So homeowner comes in, types in, search like plumber, roofer, landscaping, wherever the service is, and actually see everybody we listed. So if you are in the trades right now, I highly recommend you come. Like, the most money you can lose with us is $500 sign up fee. I will not charge you another dollar until you actually have money in your deposit. There's like, even if I don't deliver leads or jobs within 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, doesn't matter. You will never lose more than $500 with us. But here's what's happening. If you're the contractor, if you're service provider, doesn't matter what area, like we signing up first granite guy, first painter, first HVAC, whatever. So if you're one of contractors, homeowners see you, see full information about you, they call you. We don't want to be involved. We're a full concierge service. So we will be involved only when there's issue or there's a question from the homeowner. So for example, homeowner comes in looking for a roofer and there's 5 roofers and he gets 4 estimates and confused. We recently have one in Texas. 2 guys, both of my friends, Michael Moore and Jason Harley. Homeowner got quotes from both of them, and the price difference was about $8,000. What happened is Jason Harley is buying materials in bulk, truckloads, so he could be a little bit cheaper, and Michael Moran was a little bit more. I think, to be fair, Jason Harley could be way more too. Like, he just decided to be affordable, and Michael Moran could be a little bit less, so the difference could be less. But homeowner reached out to us and say, hey, what's the difference here? Why one estimate is more than another? And we always gonna tell homeowner how it is. I always will answer question, and I will train all of my associates just honest answer. What would you do if that would be your house? So if homeowner comes to us, and in this case I told them, well, Jason Harley is a better option, I would not pay Michael Moore. And Michael Moore, I love that guy, he is my friend. So the only time we will be involved is where homeowners have a question, have a dispute, you have issue with them. For those of you who watched previous video, we shared that one of the contractors in our current directory, in the roofing directory, in roofinginsights.com, they have an issue with they took deposit and they don't have money to pay back homeowner. And before it escalated, called us, say, hey, Dimitri, here's the situation. We took $5,500 deposit. What are you going to do? We don't have money to pay back. And I said, how much time do you need? He said, 30 to 60 days. I said, don't worry about it. We're going to contact the homeowner. We will refund homeowner $5,500. And you just repay us when you can. We're not kicking the contractor out. He's honest. He's not ghosting anyone, right? So he owns the problem. And as long as you work with us, as long as you're answering phone calls, if you messed up, we will work with you. So, but what if there's no available contractors? Now, if you're the homeowner, you come to the directory there's just no one there. Now we will have to find one. We're gonna go locally. We'll see who do we have. We're building right now influencing program. So we work with a painter influencer, landscaping, HVAC, plumbing. So we go to them. We will pay them to endorse us, but also when we need a plumber, it's not going to be Dimitri who's looking for a plumber. I'm going to ask, the best of the best plumbers, somebody, a director who will be working with us who is very trustworthy in that. Did I just say trustworthy? I apologize. We don't use words trustworthy here. Someone reputable, someone with integrity. We're going to ask them to help us to find a contractor for that demand, and we will find it. So for the homeowners, if you're watching it, I don't care what service you have, we will find someone we can guarantee. I'm gonna go for the next question. How thorough is vetting process for contractor listed in directory? Very thorough. So one thing I know for a fact that AngelList, HomeAdvisor, BBB, they don't really vet contractors. So for example, HomeAdvisor, they only run background check in the state that they apply. If you go to their website and you read fine print, they say it's limited in 22 out of 50 states. They only run sex offender background check in the state that they apply. So you can be sex offender in the state of Wisconsin, and in Minnesota you will pass that test. They only go 1 year prior in application. Why? Because they need to please their investors. It's crazy. Like, you've seen the videos, you can't make this stuff up. So if felon applies, or if you call HomeAdvisor and say, I have a felony on my record, what do? They're gonna say, well, have your wife apply. That's the script. They will get felons in. With us, if you have a felony, we still can take you on board as long as we know the story. Like, for example, let's say you have a felony 8 years ago, from 8 years ago. Let's say you've done something shady, you've done, but today you're a new man. Like, I've hired people who work for my businesses, for my roofing business, for construction business, who came to me and during the interview said, hey, I have, 6 years ago, I committed credit card fraud. I was stealing credit cards and using them in stores. I'm like, okay, well, you're honest about it. I know the story, and I still hire them. Just because you have a felony does not mean we're not going to give you a chance. Now, if we just don't want to get surprised later. We don't want to get someone on a directory and then 6 months later, homeowner or employer or someone call us, say, hey, did you know that they did this 5 years ago? Because when we're gonna get that call, we're gonna tell them, yes, we knew, but we actually reached out to them, and we will talk to them. So whether you have DUI, whether you have major issue, maybe you file bankruptcy, every bankruptcy is different. We're looking for patterns. We're looking for your we want to understand what kind of character we're dealing with. If you're a good guy who just messed up before, listen, I've done stupid things in my life and someone gave me second chance, we're going to give you a second chance. But our vetting process is very thorough. I personally deal with those who get denied by our application process. So if you have a bad record, it's gonna go escalate to me, and I'll make a decision. I might call you, I might have a talk with you. I'll abuse, like, if it's a couple things. When did it happen? What was the circumstances? What was the story? So that's what we're gonna be doing. Hey, Laura from North Carolina, welcome to the channel. So why do we list companies who install products other than those the directory sponsors endorse? Here at directory, we don't discriminate when it comes to certain brands or products. So at directory, products do matter, and you need to understand a couple things about our guarantee. Our guarantee and our warranty, first and foremost, is against fraud and scam. If you're the homeowner watching it, our guarantee is that you will have good experience and not a nightmare experience. That if our recommendation screws up, maybe it takes your money, runs away, maybe didn't finish that kitchen, maybe didn't finish that roof, maybe just horrible stuff, like taking deposit and not doing anything, filing bankruptcy. And you're like, it actually happened a lot. Happened in my businesses too. When we go to the homeowner, he said, hey, 3 months ago I gave $1,500 deposit to this company, cannot find them. In that case, we will refund the homeowner. When it comes to brands, to and I know we will have way more leverage than a contractor, because let's say contractor install a shingle, and the shingle, you obviously see the issue with the product, like they're not sealing, discoloration, very common roofing problem, right? You install shingles, go back, and you see one badge, one line is completely off. Manufacturer comes out like, oh, it's gonna blend in. BS. It will never blend in. Guess what? If it's my customer, my contractor, and we recommended them, right? So what are we gonna do? I have to please the homeowner. So we might call that manufacturer, say, hey, it's our customer. Can you please take care of it? Again, when we call manufacturer, they usually answer, even the big dogs. So let's go to the next question. Can we pay more to get better contractors? One of the things in our DNA, one of the things that it's our mission statement, it's our core values. You cannot pay us more. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if it's $60 million company or $1 million company. You answer your phone calls fast enough. You take care of the homeowners. You will deliver good service. You're always going to rank higher. It's not pay to play. We're not Better Business Bureau. We will never accept money for higher rating. We will never accept money. We will not be advertising companies as a surge base. Surge base means surge base. Everybody equal. You have to earn your way to the top. And it's only 1% of contractors we're trying to get. So if there's a 3,000 in town, we're only going to limit it to 30. That's another reason, by the way, why you should be early adapter. Because if you're going to be waiting for too long, this actually happened in the roofing directory already. Like we closed Chicago, we closed Dallas, I believe. So if we cap the market, so let's say we put limit on city like Dallas, 20 roofing companies. Well, you can wait and see, what's going to happen next. And maybe $500 to you, it's a huge investment and you don't want to do it. But guess what? 3 months later, we're going to have 20 roofers. And when you decide to join, you might be getting on a wait list. So does directory cover warranties? We don't cover warranties in traditional manner, but we will go after contractor warranties. So for example, if you're the contractor and you gave a 5-year warranty and you're not standing behind it, that covers. So if it's manufacturer warranty, the same thing. I cannot be liable for every product my contractors installed, but I will go after manufacturers. I will go after contractors who promising them, and to be fair, if it's let's say HVAC guy puts in, we need good solid roofing leads in Northern, you will get it. California actually have been very busy for leads for the last 6 months in the current directory before this one. So the thing about warranties, guys, if you're given warranty and you're not here, if you're given warranties and you are not backing them up, that's covered. But we per se not gonna offer those warranties. Does $20,000 guarantee covers everything? With the $20,000 guarantee, again, we cover nightmare experiences. How do you determine the amount of contractors in the area? Page 4. How do you determine? Many areas it's going to be manual. So what we do is we go after database, any database we can put our hands on. I don't know what's happening here, guys. How many roofing do you have in direct? You guys have to look it up. So in most markets, you have a data, how many HVAC guys they have, how many plumbers they have. So if they have 100 plumbers, we'll need only one. If there is, you get the idea. It's not that hard to get the data. What services does directory offer? You need to understand the directory will be almost like Amazon. Amazon started with selling books. Now it sells almost everything. Not everything, but a lot of things. So it'll be going up and up and up as far as searches goes. Right now, we already have 9 categories. We're actively looking contractors in roofing, remodeling, electrical, painting, landscaping, flooring, plumbing, handyman services, and HVAC. Because those we have partners, we have influencers that are going to be helping us. For the rest of them, it's based on the search. So if we have searches, if homeowners come to us and they want a recommendation, we're gonna say, okay, what category is the most searched, and we're gonna go look for contractors in those areas. Again, you only guys win if you are early on, early adopters. Let me see. I'm just trying to get some questions here. What if my contractor takes my money and abandons the job without giving any notice? Stuff like that's exactly what we cover. We want to make sure that homeowner is always taken care of, and that's something I never understood. Why companies like Better Business Bureau, AngelList, why they're not taking care of those clients, those promises. Because what are you in business for? Like, think about it. If you buy something from Amazon and package is damaged, Amazon takes care of it. That's why we love Amazon. If you call Uber and something happened in that Uber have their own police because they have I think it's like 6,000 a year cases of sexual harassment, fights, and stuff like that. So they investigate better than police sometimes. Why do they do it? Because they don't own cars, right? But they don't want to be just in the middle of it, because it'll be big scandal and people will not do business with them. Well, answer this question: why are you doing business with a HomeAdvisor? HomeAdvisor has zero accountability to the contractor and to the homeowner. Homeowner gets screwed, contractors runs away with the money. Why do they need them? I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna just keep it on the YouTube because something is happening with the Facebook. If you guys watching on the Facebook, you can go to Roofing Insights page and finish it there. I apologize. I'm gonna turn this off. So here's the Facebook. Uh, so the thing. Let me see. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me questions here. So answer this question: why do you do business with the HomeAdvisor? What HomeAdvisor provides to the contractors? Absolutely nothing. It's going to, yeah, Canada is already up and running, and no, there's no overwhelm with the roofer. Canada is up. How can I contact you? I'm gonna put my number here in a second: 612-558-4881. When is duct cleaning will be available? Listing, we can create duct cleaning right now, and like we create you listing right now. You can advertise it. You can advertise $20,000 guarantee to your homeowners. You can actually put a list sticker on your car. We're gonna ship it to you. You can talk to people about it. You can advertise it, all of that. And yeah, I am jealous about Josh Bigger. Really jealous. How does your service compares to the good contractor list? I don't know about good contractor list. Never heard of it. Here's the thing: there's a lot of companies out there. They've tried this before. They all failed. I don't see any competition like Porch.com, Thumbtack.com. I've studied them for the last 5 years. I listen every call, like HomeAdvisor and Angel. They're a publicly traded company now. So every quarter they have a shareholder call about an hour. Every quarter it was on my list. I always been listening. I know what they're doing. They're crooks. They're very bad company. How they run it. I talked to a lot of ex-employees, and I'm not trying to tear their building down. You just need to understand the biggest difference between director and people behind me. We have huge uh, uh, team already. I'm not gonna disclose who's behind me yet. It's common, but I'm telling the people behind me and their ethics and what they stand for. That's the biggest difference. Because if you build company on ethically, if you do what's right for the consumer, you're always gonna win. Customers always right in my book. We're always gonna take care of the homeowner, and that's what other platforms lacking. They take a lot of money, like Porch raised like $50 million, Thumbtack raised $150 million, and then when you raise so much money, you have to please investors. You just have to please them. It's not about homeowner. It's not about contractor. It's about money, meeting the goal, and make sure you return the money. Well, we are a self-funded company. So when you sign up with us, you invest with us. We deliver service to you. You are the investor. We pleasing you. We pleasing homeowner. We pleasing contractor. and we're not biased. You cannot pay us more if you're a contractor with more money or homeowner with more money. We treat you very fairly, and the thing is, we are search based. So you actually see who you do business with. We're very transparent how we do business, and we know what we're doing. Uh, does can we pay director instead of the contractor? Great question. Yes, you can. So director is going to be full customer service company. So in those cases where homeowner maybe don't trust the contractor, maybe it's too much money, you think, maybe you need that middleman that you can trust, you can actually pay us, and we will pay homeowner, hey Randy, not a problem, good to have you here. And if you pay us, we will pay the contractor. So that's not a problem. As a matter of fact, I've received a lot of calls in 2020 where homeowner reached out to us and they're like, hey, I have this $30,000 bid and the guy wants $15,000. Can I trust him? And I told homeowner, you can trust them. And if you have any problems, I will personally return you money, because it happens way too much. So if you're the homeowner and maybe you're not comfortable with the final payment, maybe you're not comfortable with the financial exchange with the contractor for any reasons, you can literally pay us money and we will pay them, wherever the case is, to make you more comfortable doing business with them. Here at Roofing Insights, we want the liability. We don't give bad recommendation. My word means something. If I recommend a contractor, and I've been contractor, for the last 15 years, I've been vinyl siding contractor. I had a cabinet shop. I started and sold flooring business. I've done installation for a living. I worked for 2 years for general contractor flipping homes. And my full story is that contractor who I used to work for can be, yep, Randy, it's all common. It's all common what you're asking. You can absolutely have it on your website, everything. Just give us a little time. And in 2009, 2010, 2011, I was working for the contractor. He filed bankruptcy, lost everything. And I came home, I told my wife I'll never work for anyone else, and I never did. I know contracting world like no one else. I came here with nothing 15 years ago. I was sleeping in the car. I've changed like 10 construction jobs, never been fired. I started a lot of businesses, construction businesses. A lot of them are still running. I'm selling my roofing business now so I can focus on directory, and I don't have any distractions. Very profitable company. We do way over 4 million a year. I still have seasonal business, ice dam removal, might sell that as well. I don't think we're gonna have it in Minnesota this year, but it's seasonal. Like 2 years ago, we did like $260,000 in 6 weeks worth of work. For me, starting a construction company and growing it, it's the most exciting thing. If you don't you don't have to have education, you don't have to have a degree in anything. All you want is to work hard with your hands, and it's easier. On average, when I was running my flooring business, you're talking about 10 years ago, I would on average make $500 a day, $60 an hour. Show me trades where you can make those money. My ice dam removal business, I was making $250 an hour. I can show, if you're the contractor looking for help, check out roofing school. There's, I don't care what niche you are. If you're not making at least $50 an hour in construction, you're doing something wrong. But I have to also learn a lot of things. You have to learn accounting. You have to learn how to manage your books. You have to learn sales. You have to learn marketing, all of that. So I figured it out, but I also could not sleep at night knowing how many bad apples there. Looking for a business partner, no investor, hands on. Maybe let's talk. I'm not looking for a business partner. I'm not looking for investors. I actually turn down a lot of people who try to throw money at us. We have offers like, one guy offered us $1 million. Honestly, if you give me $1 million today, I don't know what I would do with it. I mean, I'm not gonna waste it per se, but like we have enough money to keep building it. So this platform develops every day, every week. So we're putting a lot of money, but we don't need $1 million. We don't need $10 million. We want to build it right as we go. I mean, the website costs a couple $100,000, and we're spending every week something on it. So what else, guys? What questions do you have? Let me check here. I want to answer a couple of questions for the contractors because I know I've been asked a lot. How many leads do I get? Well, we're not promising you any leads. There's a chance you might sign up today, and who knows where your first lead will come. But what are you gonna lose? The worst case scenario, you'll park your $500. Your listing gonna be there. How do I sign up? You go to directory.com. I'll comment as soon as I finish with two eyes at the end. Directory.com, and you can check header on this channel. You can see it everywhere. I'll put it in description below. You go to right corner, list my business, and it's going to be how can I get a job in California. You'll get a jobs in California. Many people got jobs in California this year. So you list your business, you submit application. The cost is $500 a year. If we're gonna run a background check on you, it costs about $100. If for any reason you're not qualified, maybe like I don't know, like we'll give you the reason. It'll be legit. We'll be very respectful. But if we don't qualify you for any reason, we'll give you $400 refund. So the only part is not refundable is $100. Yeah, it's already in Kentucky. It's all over United States and Canada. So you pay $500, you submit application. If you don't qualify, we return $400. $100 is the only thing is not refundable. And then you just wait until you get the jobs, and there's not a dollar more. And later, when how we get paid is we charge 3% upon completed jobs after you got paid. So let's say you have 5 leads, 5 jobs, whatever, right? And then only one of them turned in a job. So you got paid, $10,000. You pay us 3%. The 3% goes into fund to cover all the warranties, all the guarantee issue, to operation, everything. Most people say 3% is not enough. I wanted to keep it as small as possible. A lot of people told us already they will pay up to 5%, even more. 3% is a credit card fee. It's the most affordable rate you can pay, and it's for guaranteed jobs. If you're the homeowner, you don't pay anything. Contractor pays 3% at the end. We do all the work. We're involved through the entire process. Whether my guys close the most of HomeAdvisor leads here, I'm ready to get into this. If you're killing with a HomeAdvisor, you're gonna absolutely love us. The thing is, 3% after money is due in account. I mean, that's the fee. That's the cost. And right now, like this is great for you guys, for early adopters. For next 5-6 months, we're probably not going to be even charging 3% because we don't have infrastructure yet. It takes time to build credit card processing through website. It's a beast. So the first jobs will be for sure free. At one point, we're going to be start charging 3%. But again, what is 3%? It's a credit card fee. The worst case is increase your price a little bit. Just it's not that hard, but it's enough for us to do what we do. So how can my company be listed in different cities? You can only be listed in different cities if you have different offices. So if you have 4 offices, you will pay sign-up fee for each office, and you will have 4 different listings. So right now, if you go to directory.com, you type in your address or your zip code. Absolutely, yeah, please contact us. I'm gonna put my cell number below, and let's just schedule a call. Yes, I am a millionaire for sure. So how can my company be listed higher in my city? Just do good service, reply faster. We don't have algorithm yet, but we are building it. We will be introducing reviews with about 3 months from now. So at the end of the job, homeowner will be just ranking you like 5-star rating. Like they're going to be claiming the project. So here's what homeowner gets. Here's why homeowner would do it. At the end of the job, homeowner going to get almost like mini service. Did you like the contractor? How much was the job? Job was $8,000. We give them 3 stars, and they rank you, right? Very simple, but people who are doing it with us, they are, I'm not going to name the company they built, but it's very, very powerful. It's the best in the industry rating system. So if you get good ratings after you service our homeowners, you're gonna rank higher. If you reply faster, you're gonna rank higher. You get the idea. Now, if what already happened last year, if we gave you a couple jobs and homeowners telling us they called you, you didn't return phone call with a day or two, I guarantee you're gonna drop all the way down. So you will be able to turn off your profile. So let's say you go on vacation, you have no one behind you, you just cannot take any more business. Turn it off, because if homeowner tells us that they call 4 companies and only one of them will return phone call, happens all the time, guess what? We're gonna punish you. We're actually gonna punish you. I promise you. Punish you in a way that you will not rank all the way at the top. You will be at the bottom. So response rate always will be our highest priority. People hate waiting. People hate being on hold. People hate when you're waiting for way too long to get back to them. So what you have to do, you have to be responsive. We will have ratings. Pretty much, you compete with other companies in directory. I used to be, my business used to be listed at AngelList. I had over 700 reviews. I always was the highest. So I actually met Angel in 2015, right before she sold HomeAdvisor, and I was on spec with Angel. So spec was the best contractors. So they picked 50 contractors from all over the country. They flew us to Indianapolis. They put us in a room together, and for 4 hours they interrogate us. Waterproofers, yes, please. We do need waterproofers, absolutely. But you will need a business license if you're required in the States. And back in the day, I remember AngelList, before they sold to HomeAdvisor, they were freaking out about Amazon, because Amazon was just coming up with the service. So they're like, how many of you were contacted by Amazon? And the thing about AngelList, their algorithm was the best. I think the best service ever in United States that were connecting homeowners and contractors used to be AngelList before 2015, before HomeAdvisor absolutely ruined it. And I studied, I sold millions of dollars through AngelList. And after I started exposing HomeAdvisor on the internet, AngelList kicked me out. And right now, and this actually led me 3 years later to build my own directory to put them out of business. 3 years ago, they kicked me out. And the only reason they did it because of my videos about HomeAdvisor. So what was happening, I was exposing HomeAdvisor, their fraudulent activity, because I know it's a direct fraud. If you study what Chelsea Clinton is doing there, I mean, you're talking about $8 million goes to Chelsea Clinton for what? You're talking about a guy who gets paid $75 million a year, the highest paid CEO in Colorado in 2018. Now he's in politics. So ask yourself where the money is coming from. What are they doing? So it's absolute worst company in the tech world. They will be shut down sooner or later. Whoever covers them will go under fire and something will happen. But before that, AngelList was good. They ruined it. So what happened is HomeAdvisor purchased AngelList and with no reason kick us out, kick my company out. And not only one company, I have more than a roofing business. I have my ice dam business. I could not advertise my ice dam business. At the time, I have 4 or 5 star reviews, and I tried to advertise with AngelList. They call me like, nope, you can't. HomeAdvisor offered me money to take down one of my videos, early videos. And the video was a phone call with the rep. I recorded the full call because they were lying to me, so I recorded it. It was so disparaging to them. My phone call with the rep was disparaging. They're like, can we pay you? I'm like, no. I mean, they were offering me like $1,000 in email. Think, that's not how you offer money. I need like $1 million cash in the back outside of my house. Yeah, a lot of people want me to disappear. Not only those, like I've received, I think 6 cease and desist letters this year alone. Anyway, so how much does it cost to be listed in directory? $500. How many contractors in one city? 1%. What trades? One more time. Here's who we're looking right now: roofing, remodeling, electrical, painting, landscaping, flooring, plumbing, handyman, HVAC. Here's what I want to say about services. We will not turn single service down. So I don't care how small your niche is. Like for example, you build cabinets, come to us, build it. We will build a category for you in your city, because sooner or later someone will ask us. The reason we wanted to get as many contractors as possible, because traffic is coming and we want to be prepared. Because if we don't have a listing and we have requests, now we have to go and work to find it, right? So if you come to us, it's so much easier when homeowners texting us all the time. Dimitri, I need a roof, I need this, and we just text them a link like, "Yep, see if you have someone listed already," and they reply like, "Yep, you have this guy." And when they say no, like for example in California, I think we had in 2020 like 6 roofing companies, but so often people would ask for recommendation. We would tell them where to go, send them link, and they reply to us like, "Yep, you have companies, but the closest one is 200 miles out." And now we have to go search that area, search the companies, Google listing, call the companies, and find recommendations, someone we can trust. By the way, you don't have to be the biggest. You just have to be a nice guy. We just have to trust you that you will do the right thing. And I have a talent of, for me to get more than one already sign up. Got me pumped up. Check my homes. Listen, the thing about us is we give everybody second chances. And even if you're a small company, like very small, I remember me being small and starting up. I started in Atlanta as a flooring guy with a platform called Kazoo.com. Absolutely loved it. I was making 500-600 bucks a day. Within 6 months, I had like 35 reviews. I absolutely loved it. And here later, I started with AngelList, killed it with AngelList. 700 reviews later, they deleted me and say like, "We don't want you anymore." I'm like, "Fine, I don't want you either." So today, I'm building my own platform, and that platform will be for good guys. I don't care if you're immigrant. I don't care what's your story. I don't care color of your skin. If you want to work with your hands, I don't care if you're 20-year-old, if you're 45-year-old. If you want to work and you don't know how to connect with the contract homeowners, and if you're the homeowner looking for good solid recommendation, I'm willing to put my name online. I don't give bad recommendation. If I do, I back them up. So if I recommend your contractor and you have a horrible experience, he runs away with your money, he didn't finish the project, wherever happens, I want to be liable for it. I want to go in, apologize, say, "Hey, I apologize for giving you better recommendation." And this is, in my humble opinion, how this service should be. True concierge service. I want that liability. I want to connect two parties. I want to be involved. We're going to build a little CRM with the 7 steps of the project. So you log in, whether you're homeowner or contractor, you will see where it is. Contract signed, money exchange, deposit paid, job scheduled, job finished, jobs in progress. Everybody gonna see, just like buying stuff at Amazon, just like UPS. You see where your order is. We will see it. You will see it. Contractor will see it. Guys, I have to go. My wife just texted me asking me to come upstairs, put kids to sleep. But you guys are amazing. If you're a good guy in the industry, I want to endorse you. Sign up early on. I don't want to have a huge wait list. If you're the homeowner, you can go and request project today. I don't care what the project is: painting, cabinets, HVAC. I will find you a good contractor. I have an amazing network. We will hook you up with the best of the best. If they're not the best of the best, we will absolutely back them up, because best of the best also mess up every once in a while. So have a good night, guys. See you guys.